How you doing? It's me, Zach, and I just saw Life Luker's channel about Tina Bell, and I was inspired. It's been 10 days of her anniversary because she sadly passed away on October 10th, 2012. I was in CUNY Homes then, right? Um, since 13 years ago. So it's been 10 days, 13th anniversary of uh, her departure. I do believe that she was sacrificed. I swear I do. Just like what happened to Celeste, Whitney, D'Angelo, Selena Quintanilla, all of them. I think y'all do believe. And she was about to do a reunion with her band Bam Bam, and then they found her dead, and she was dead weeks before when she was dead. And her son, who also have a white father, her white husband's child, who's same age as me, named Thomas, found her in her apartment, and she had a DVD and some other stuff, but all her music was trashed, thrown in the garbage. So somebody, I believe somebody that wants to know a sister started grunge rock music, and I was inspired because I can relate to her. Because when I was in high school, I started speaking Spanish. I was already listening to Hana music in middle school. In '93, this was Selena was alive. So I started when I started taking Spanish lessons 30 years ago, and I let you know I know I had Hispanic roots from Louisiana. Okay, this is this is 1995. I found out my mama's ancestry have Hispanic roots from Louisiana. My photo license Real in 2016, which is next year be 10 years of me knowing that. Right? Trust me, when if I knew that, I would definitely run my mouth and tell everybody about it. Okay, so anyway, like I do all the time. So anyway, so I was learning Spanish music, and and I wanted to break barriers, just because I saw Latinos doing rap music and listen to R&B. So I felt that accuracy in people. And yes, I didn't identify as mixed. Okay, back in the day, I did, and still do. And so I wanted to break that barrier. But the reason why I wasn't successful because I had people from every lingo, the white racist people, African descended people, and if I mix of black of every damn shade hair texture, because African descended people were not pure black, and Hispanic. And it bothered me because I felt nobody was on my side, and you got people, some of your own dysfunctional two-faced family members against it. I mean, I had, I could have been the biggest bilingual singer right now, but I was young, and and you're trying to be independent. Your toxic family on your dad's side and teach you to be independent, to fight and find it on your own. You work in different jobs, people trying to shorten your time on a job, they don't let you abuse them, or if you are that brother that's going to do the job well and they afraid you'll be successful on the job. um I just had to, it was in Texas is crazy. So I just want to leave this stupid state. Anyway, but let me get to something. So that's how I can relate. So when I saw that Tina Bell, she did rock music and people, now I got a question like Luca. I don't think her white husband allowed them white racist people to do her dirt. 'Cause I'm sorry, if I was married to somebody, you let me get by with being mistreated, and you my spouse, this ain't gonna happen, okay? So I kind of disagree with Life Lucas. I'm sure her white husband came in there because they was married for a long time. They was married in '79, around when I was born, okay? Because me and her son, Thomas Jr. is same age as me. Actually, I'm 1 month older. I'm in August '79. Thomas Jr. Tina Bell's son. She had her white husband was born September '79. So yeah, so we about to say we actually the same age. We both 46. So I don't think so. She was married to that man for a long period of time. I don't think that white man let the white racist thugs attack his wife. But she didn't play. Tina the Bell did not play. They said she do, and I don't blame. I'm glad she didn't play. So, and I'm glad that we know this because I always hear that Seattle is the most liberal place to stay because a lot of interracial mixing. And I know a dark skinned brother, he was Creole too. They were out on the street homeless. He told me last year when he moved from he was in the military and he moved from Houston, Louisiana, one to Louisiana, Houston to Seattle. He was shocked seeing all these interracial colors back in the 70s and 80s. And so she was married to her white husband, but she was doing rock music, grunge music. These racist white folks, trash, was trying to go after her. She should have carried her Uzi. I hope they don't have no gun restriction laws and why she should call her because anybody coming in trying to do performance. And my question, where was security? Because you ain't supposed to be acting a fool at a bar or wherever. But they said she didn't play. Sister girl didn't play. So, and I do believe that they deleted her. I'm sorry, I don't think that she died naturally. They threw her music in the garbage, and they said a DVD player, and she was dead for a couple of weeks. That's a setup. That's foul play. That's probably some Illuminati or some racist or both. One of them folks did that. Okay, and God rest her soul. But like I say, I had to do a video on this because I can relate to what she went through. Cause she had about, like I said, I had all angles. That's why I get so angry and go vengeful when someone trying to deny me my freedom. I don't play that mess. I'm near 50 years old, and if I didn't listen to people, I probably got my shit together. But I listened to folks, and they told me they were older and trying to scourge me because they didn't want me to have no. They were selfish, trying to make me live their expectations. And I tell y'all who younger than me, who are grown, do not let no older dumbass person deny you your opportunity to get your own. Okay, you'll be regretting the rest of your life. I'm still struggling at 40, just trying to get my shit together because stupid old trash bags trying to make sure I don't get a damn thing, trying to get their stupid expectation in my life, which I don't know part of. So I don't want to make a negative topic about this, but I can really piss me off that this sister did not get a representation that she deserved. She started grunge music. It wasn't Nirvana, it wasn't Pearl Jam, it wasn't Soundgarden, and it wasn't Allison Chains because she was a pure white man. Because I'm sure she got African, white in her besides black, and she has Indian. Her song says he has Asian and Scandinavian and the American. So was it Scan? I go back on Wikipedia. Okay, so it must come from her side of the family tree. Maybe her white husband ain't 100% white, but I do see some Asian eyes, and she was lighter. She couple shades. She was lighter than me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying she was darker than me or my complexion. I'm camera skin. Okay, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that you can tell she had some else other than black. Okay, the one drop rule messed up identity. So the why I say Ackerman descended. Okay, so point if I say the sister of the crack, because I don't want to say the black one because she not one. I mean, she identifies as black, and there was one drop rule forced in their head back in the day. She 19 had other race, and it wasn't for the other besides black. She wouldn't be here. We're not gonna let the white supremacist theory run this down. Okay, heck no, not in 2025. So because white man is not God. Okay, so let's get to the subject. So but she was tough. I'm glad she did use the microphone on stick and beat the crap out of those racist thugs trying to come on stage. And it's funny, they fight her, and this is the music we created. You heard what I said? Rock music created by African people, not up here white people. They say it was deaf music in the South. Remember? It's a dead music. Had these white Baptist preachers and stuff, and Pentecost and all the other ones down south telling these folks that don't let the niggers come in there. It gonna cause race mixing, promiscuity, and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. And you see, I'm not Baptist. No offense to anybody is, but I'm just the South, the Southern Baptist. I'm not a fan of. And so, I can't count that on the perfect kind of Christian country up here. But you see, what I'm talking about. The white racist Baptist preachers and the other Protestant preachers, I don't know about the Catholic ones, but the ones that was out here telling their parishioners, telling their church members, don't let your kids listen to rock music, it's the devil music because it creates race mixing. And they did use the N word in their sermons. But you want to sit here and get mad at a sister doing the rock music you call devil music and attack her because she's singing way better than your bitch asses. So I said what the hell I said. White racist dudes were private and probably some trans bitches was did not like the sisters doing her rock music. Well, we created rock music. Us African descended people. You want to say the white? Well, we got white blood too in Native American too. We created called devil music in 1950s. You told your kids don't listen to the music. You got mad at a white passing Elvis. I did say that's my 10 long distance cousin on my white side, but he wasn't no football white, he was Melungeon. Africans, English, African and European and Native, he was Melungeon. Like what's his name? Abraham Lincoln. That's my law, and I'll go ahead and admit that I was showing my friend Mondo. Yeah, that's my long distance cousin too. The white, yeah, on the ancestry side. While it's not ancestry.com, it shows you your family if you have relatives that's famous. And so remember, y'all, I told y'all that I related to the Wright brothers and all that other. I wasn't lying, okay? And Memorial, yeah, it shows the white, especially white side of my family tree who I related to. And I don't like Memorial. Yeah, I don't like Memorial. Best president who was trying to start segregation, talking about like what's his name, Kennedy. And I don't see why he was trying to that fake blonde anyway, because Jackie, who had black ancestry, she was a sister white passing and passing for white, look way better than Marilyn. And I said, what the hell I said? Y'all bomb white passing sister way look way better than Marilyn Monroe. She but did some voodoo witchcraft. Oh, it's a bill about that her doing witchcraft. I'm gonna look at it talking about Marilyn Monroe. I'm gonna see if that's true or not. I would put a past because usually let me go ahead and say, see, the our folks not know this. Let me tell you a secret. A lot of thoughts, not all thoughts, but it's common for thoughts to do witchcraft, to do spells, especially prostitutes. That's right. Now I love me some Madonna. Expect Madonna doing it, and her cousin Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce White side, French side of French. Yeah, I'm gonna call them thoughts, but they be promoting that thought type music. We not have. I ain't telling y'all. Love me some Beehive. I do suspect her being the Illuminati. Okay, let's pray for her to get out that doggone Illuminati. But she does pray when she did it. That drunken love on the penetration. It's some thoughtness though, right? Okay, to those who single who don't got no man married to them, it's promoted for them to be thoughts. So call like it is. I'm not saying it is. All we heard about them orgies and blood, drinking blood, and Orlando Brown saying that she got AIDS. So I hope she don't have no AIDS. Okay, pray to God don't, but you messing with people's blood and doing all type of orgies, and deal with Diddy taste, okay. You can't put a pass on that. And they say Diddy got a disease. Yeah, y'all been them Diddy parties. Y'all been them Diddy parties. You better go get checked. You went to that party. Y'all was having all type of satanic Baphomet rituals and having orgies and drinking blood and piss and doing all type of spirit cooking. Yeah, y'all were doing that. Okay, you better get checked. You better get checked. Okay, you better get checked. Get checked. They said he had that stuff. They showed he. They said he had that stuff. I wouldn't put it past it. He a freak. And he a Scorpio at the bash. Well, I don't get a lot of my mother's disease, but she was October Scorpio. And them Scorpios are known to be freaks. Okay, and mean. But they are known to be freaks. Kim Kardashian mammy, November 5th with this asteroid that, she a freak too. See how her daughter being in that sex tape, she the one filmed with Ray J. Cause she a thought too. Her man is a thought, talking about Kim Kardashian, man, talking about Chris Jenner, she a thought too. She get it from her mom. Like it's on the Jen when I say, okay, she get it from her mom. Her man. You know, that's why them majority of them bitches, the Kardashian and Jenner bitches, another thoughts. Kylie thought, yeah, she a thought. She thought she was messing with Tiger, the Blasian Jamaican dude. That Tiger Part Asian, he meets not Philippine, Vietnamese and black Jamaican. You know, Akaramba, and the Spanish folks talking about Akaramba. Well, before Akaramba, he was messed with college with it, just like Dave and Select. God, but they couldn't prosecute because her mammy, Chris Jenner allowed it, and they should put her in jail too, but she had that damn money in Calabasas. And in that church, that so-called Christian church, her and Pastor Brad had, you pay what 100% of your tithes to go to that church. And it probably a coven. I don't think that was a church. It's front of the church. They said they closed that church down. I heard. Chris Jenner in the magic candles. And we know the magic candles did not come from her, but to do her promoting that magic candles, we know she into that witchcraft. Okay? And it happened on November 5th on her birthday with Asteroid here in Houston. There was a sacrifice. A satanic sacrifice. Okay? We know, see, you can't sit here and play these games. Yeah, these people open with the demonic stuff. Anyways, get back to the subject, but we'll hope and pray Beyonce don't got that stuff. She on there participating in them orgies and all that. If she don't detail put up pants, you don't hang with Diddy. You better stop. You got with them Diddy parties. You got been to them Diddy parties. Get tested. That man was spreading that disease with his nasty self locked up. That's right. Keep him locked up. They won't let his ass out. I'm gonna cuss him here. Keep him locked up. Don't bring his ass out. You know, R. Kelly. Oh, I'm gonna do a story about that too. R. Kelly crying like a bitch. You had a right to cry. You put that voodoo spell made me homeless, nigga. I ain't want to say that about the N word here about Tina Bell, but yeah, I'm gonna do a story about that too. I saw on Reddit, yeah, I haven't watched the video, but I saw on Reddit thread that he crying. Yeah, R. Kelly should cry. You put that spell on me. Then you got the stalker from Phoenix harassment because he filmed Chris Stokes. Oh yeah, it's a Bachman witchcraft and Illuminati bullshit. I'm gonna do a live on R. Kelly. Yes, I will. Okay, after I do those, I want to disrespect Miss Tina Bell, but I'm gonna do a live later on tonight about R. Kelly. Yes, I will, cause I'm about to bash that dude. My man, you have got a goon and came to CUNY Homes on Aaliyah's 40th birthday, and they put semen on my porch, and I end up homeless. Then your friend from Detroit, and I ain't mention his name, start harassing me and start making bills about me and lying on me and harassing my family and lying on Judge Gonzalez. So I'm definitely gonna know, and my approach ain't on him. It's the one who started Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. I will do a story about, yes, I will. We're gonna bash Mr. Kelly. Oh yeah. So it had nothing to do with the dude down there in Phoenix. I gotta do with the one who the handler, okay? Because it wasn't for Robert Kelly, this dude and I wouldn't have had no problem. I know it was some pavement, 9 10 on pavement come after me. Cause I talk about that sex tape, that pen sex tape, that witchcraft Bachman warehouse deal that Zachary King, the former saint, is talking about. Yeah, my approach ain't the stalker. I mean, you know, that's what caused it to all my audience. Because when I trace the fact that this man had connection to Christos, when we all know bump, 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 and R. Kelly was producing that song, and B2K was singing that song, and Diddy was in the video. All three of them nasty, nasty niggas. I'm gonna say that N word. No offense to Tina Bell. Talking about R. Kelly and Diddy and Christos nasty, messing with kids, women, men. Dog it. Can y'all get some consensual adults? Leave the kids alone. Leave them children alone. Trying to then get mad we called it out. And talking about we didn't call. Yes, we have called out the white folks involved. We called out Harvey Weinstein. We called who was Jeffrey Epstein. We called Hugh Hefner. Once we finally do messing with Kim, not Kim Basinger, what's his name? Michael Jackson girl, ex-girlfriend, the white one, what's her name? Brooke Shields, at 10 years old, taking new. Yes, we have called their ass out. My question is why you want to be them? And unlike them, even though y'all can conclude Mr. Cosby, talking about Mr. Bill, unlike them three white men I just named, Hugh Hefner, Epstein, who did, well, Hugh Hefner did too, and Howard Weinstein. So, unlike them, they got white privilege, even though two of them are Jewish and one is Gentile. Gentile. Okay, you might have white blood. We all got white blood, but can we pass it for white? Can y'all pass for white? So don't picture say, and it's annoying your and David gonna learn that too. Can't pass for, if you could, why would you want to mess with a kid? All them fine thoughts down there, no sex trafficking. Those who openly want to do with you. Okay, you got like dudes out there, grown men that be open, down low, or open about it. Why you messing with boys and girls? Charlie Sheen too. We call Charlie Sheen. He got football on eggs too. Yes, we have. But see, we don't. Do we participate? I don't get involved listening to Charlie Sheen nonsense until I felt bad for him, but I did not know he undercoverly, allegedly. We say allegedly messing with children. I see why they do. Two men and a half left that show became a Christian. Okay, I see why. Okay. But we have called out them. The point is, we listened to R. Kelly growing up. We looked at Bill Cosby growing up. We listened to Diddy growing up. We thought Chris Stuff was okay until Raspy came out growing up when Brandy was out there. So that's why when I identify as mixed because I have a mixed background, but I didn't look at Friends. When I watched Living Single, I didn't look at Friends was boring. The only one, the blonde white chick and the brown hair one were fine, but I try to watch Friends when I was in high school. I said, let me turn this off, please. See, I don't want to watch no Friends. And it wasn't because they white, because I watched white shows before, but they were boring. They didn't have no swag. Living Single had swag. And ain't about them being accurate and saying they had swag. But Friends were boring. They happened to be white. And I didn't want to watch it. Matt Damon and all them folks. No, it was boring. The song was the only thing that was good about that show was the song. Okay, I'll be there for you. That was the only thing good about that doggone song. I wasn't, baby, no. Friends, I tried, y'all. When I was in high school, back, I said, let me watch Friends. I'll be there for you. And Courtney Cox, I said, okay, she fine, but it's a boring show. Ain't nothing funny about this show. It doesn't make me laugh. And it was because they white, because I watched white shows before. But I watched Living Woo, Single in a Nice Time World. I'm glad I got my world. Okay, it make me damn living woo single. So therefore, that's why we talk about y'all. So if we grew up listening to your music and watch your shows, and we hear scandals, we're gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk. If one of them dudes from I watch I like Collins effect, but you know what I'm saying. But one who is it Steve Collins? Yeah, the unlike we had barbecues, we had proms, we had dances of Diddy music. Okay, before B2K, it was immature, Brandy. Produced by Christos, Diddy. I remember waking up in the morning before 10 RL and before I went to school and listen to all about Benjamin's the rap version and the rock version. Okay, okay, when little kid strip that blonde, that pink, that when she that blonde wig, she that pink dress, she did rock music, and hit that rock band with Diddy, and I was glad to see a mixture of that. Okay, now back in '97, we did not know Diddy was doing all these nasty things, demonic things, but since we wasted time and money, okay, and use our ratings looking at these shows and videos and stuff. Of course, as consumers or supporters, we're gonna talk about that because we the one made y'all. We your fans. Well, we was your fans. We ain't fans no more. So that's why we have anybody put a so-called black man down, and none of y'all ain't pure black. Yes, I know they dark skin, but all y'all from bright skin, Chris Stokes, camel skin, R. Kelly, Mahali complected Bill Cosby, and dark skin Diddy. All four y'all men, Mahali correct David too. I didn't listen. He below my age group. But anyway, still, okay. We gave y'all support, but you're making us look terrible. You buying into a narrative that the so-called black man is a savage and a rapist. Some of our owner did with a 10. So we're gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about Howard Weinstein. We ain't know nothing about that Howard until this stuff come out. Yeah, we did talk about Howard Weinstein. And really, I heard he was a racist. I damn glad I ain't was support. Did I watch one of his dog stupid movies? Really, thank you. Shoes. The only person that I defend that we know is a lie about sex scandals and stuff was Michael Jackson, and we know Michael Jackson didn't do that stuff. That was a setup. But rest in peace to Michael Jackson and Tina Bell, okay, and Aaliyah, okay, and Tina Turner, okay, all the rest of them, James Brown. Okay, hold on, I gotta say that. Gotta call him out too. Shout out to what T Message T, whatever it's called. She called out James Brown too. He want to beat up what's her name? Tammy Terrell. Ain't no mountain. Okay, we gotta call him out too. She was a teenager. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with them back in the day. They were beating, get drunk. Yeah, I mean, of course he changed his behavior before he died, but we got called out. We were having barbecues. Like my grandfather was a big, Al Green fan, and when he saw the ex-wife and the daughter saying that Al Green whooped them, beat the crap out of them, and my grandfather criticized Al Green. Cause him and him many times and my grandpa we would listen love and happiness. I say loving at the way. My grandfather said no, it's like I was a little kid. I said no, it's not. It's loving at the way. No, it's loving happiness. I said no, it's love. So yeah, what's song that Teen Turner remade? Let's stay together, good and bad, happy and sad. Okay, so when we hear about these scandals, so we wasted time and money and support, we're gonna criticize that because we want us to be putting us to be doing this mess. I said it by purpose, but y'all gotta have a good image. Okay? Don't be over here faking the faking. We out here buying your music and Beyonce. I'm talking about you, girl. I've been a Beyonce fan for a long period of time. But we hear all these little Illuminati and all this stuff. I'm getting a point. I'm getting tired of your girlfriend. You know how many arguments I can get into a physical fight over you, over your ass. I had defended you for years and say you're not part of no demonic Illuminati and stuff. Now, ever since R. Kelly put that voodoo mess, his goon king in my apartment, I'm definitely gonna talk about that because I've been a big baby. I want to talk about late for work, listen to your music. Y'all want to hear the story? Okay, so when I moved to my apartment, I was okay. Well, actually, I got the apartment, and I almost got evicted. And I won my eviction. Okay, and I was in my apartment, and so I had got a job working at Goodwill, you know, and I worked good with temporary services, but I just was working with the company in Midtown. So I had a DVR and I had cable. I was making that money. I was paying the satellite cable. So I remember saving. So I was gone. I had pre-record the Super Bowl while I was gone. So every time I would get ready to go to work, I would go put Beyonce Super Bowl in 2013, right? And I had the door open. I live alone, so I had some, nobody live with me, so I live alone. So I butt naked and shout, oh, baby, I'm splashing water in the tub, in the ring. I mean, if you like, you know what I'm saying? So I was, baby, and one time late for work because I was in the kitchen getting my coffee and food on before I missed the bus. Had to call a taxi. Taxi took a long time. I had to wait. I had the money, and I ended up being late for work. Okay, because I was too busy listening to Beyonce. And okay. So I, as a consumer, and I bought her CDs, and I started making that money. If I was a boy. Okay. So anyway, yeah, thank you. Okay. Don't forget them doggone about I may be young, but I'm ready to give you all my love. Ooh, okay. We like to party. Y'all bought that CD? Yeah. Yeah. We like the person, so you can tell me nothing about no Beyonce, but now I'm hearing all these witchcraft and the kitten being died, and oh no, baby, I can't support you no more, baby. I'm hurt my feelings. You know, I love me some Beyonce, but now I can't support you no more, and hear all these scandals. Then I was disappointed you telling the world when we came here to Houston for Kamala. Hey, you know, I can't say Kamala. About that's genocide, that's eugenics, is a satanic work sacrifice too. Was a white supremacist bitch. Okay, trying to kill in a room with birth control or abortion so we can depopulate. So that's one thing. So, okay, so I'm just saying, you know, I say no, don't come after me. You'll be high on you, but see, you over. I'm like, man, what if I want to go? I ain't waste no $1,000, no ticket. Now, if I had $1 million money, I probably go like the reasonable price of tickets. That's why the cowboy car do well. I'm be honest with you. I'm be honest with you. And you almost died or here in Houston. Yeah, someone trying to set you up. I tell you, I'm speculating. Someone trying to set you up with that Illuminati shit, and it did the case. Y'all better lead in there and please get checked. Cause we all know in here they did got the disease. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone got money, I mean, got look at Charlie Sheen, all them thoughts he was sleeping with. Remember all them porn stars and prostitutes, and soon they found out that they found a medication of AIDS. They was acting like the full blown white version of Sebastian trying to burn stuff because they slept with all was said with Charlie Sheen with his nasty self. Nasty ass, got AIDS and stuff. I felt bad for because when I found out he got some pedo claims, I said, I can't, oh no, I can't support your ass. Oh no, I don't feel sorry. You on here messing with kids. Got everybody speculate it was Corey Feldman. I don't know why y'all messing with children, but y'all forgot because in Satanism, the Bible said, if you hurt these little ones, you hurt me. So y'all do this child sacrifice. Oh, y'all doing that's evil. That's completely evil. But if y'all want to have sex with grown folks. Consensual, not no rape. Consensual. Consensual. Get you some grown people. And make sure you have protection. Of course, I'm not saying it's okay. You're supposed to have sex when you're married. Heterosexual. Okay? No offense to God. At least have protection. And at least go with someone consensual. Don't go nobody who ain't trying to go with you. Don't be drugging nobody. Bill Cosby. Okay, don't be drugging nobody. Okay, don't do it. You will have a charge. But we can't support you because then you gotta understand that your fans also affected by because there's people who've been violated too. And they listen to your music and the next thing they find out their favorite artist is no different than the people that abused them. You see what I'm saying? Like for example, and of course Angie Stone did not sexually anybody even people looking at her suspicious because D'Angelo, but D'Angelo was already grown when she started messing with yeah, D'Angelo was already grown, right? Okay. He won 74. The God rest his soul, God rest his soul of Angel too. But when her and Diamond got into it, and I did back in 2015 when Tom still was talking about that, I did criticize Miss Angel Stone for beating up Diamond, but I also She should have been left her mama house. You 30 years old, got kids, and your mama a big time star. Of course, they were not paying her mama, but she had money though. And you could have got that money and told your mama, give me allowance and move out and have my own. So you don't have to worry about, you and your mama getting too. But you want to stay home with your mama. I want to stay home with my family. Hell to I like to do things my way. So that's why I want. So and now when she passed away, I mean, so we said about your mom, like, they abused me, and I kept my distance from them. But it looks suspicious that you would laugh because you stood close with your mother. You see what I'm saying? And that's why people speculate that she had something to do with it. Okay. For example, Jim Hudson. Jim Hudson was close to her parents, her family. And I do believe she sacrificed her family. I don't care. I don't care. That man, when he sit there said that he had nothing to do with the murder, talking about her brother-in-law, how he said, I'm looking at body language, you can tell body language he was not lying. And I do look, if you working with Clyde Damn Davis, that Santana motherfucker. Okay, every time I watch her show, I say I want to turn the channel. I don't like looking at Jennifer Hudson, and I heard Shot called her ass out. That's good. I'm glad Shot Khan did call Jennifer Hudson out. Very selfish what she did. She was very selfish, very selfish. And you got along, unlike my mama and them, you got along with your mama and your family. That's the difference. I'm saying them still. Anyway, my folks, you was cool and friends. I mean, cool with your family, and you gonna let that go with Clyde? Nah, I don't. But let's get back to the subject. I don't want to waste time talking about the other celebrities. We talk about Tina Brown, Tina Bell. Okay, so it bothers me that we because I like grunge music too. That I remember about oh you like the IP music and then see what I'm saying. So I'm glad we brought it up. So I've seeing people in '90s, okay, who really love my individuals, and those actors who like grunge music. It's your argument, okay. You was in school and some old coon, okay, fake ass brother and sister, no matter what they skin tone had, because we all mixed up, identify most as black. All the identifies mixed with called and grunge music, white people music. We have an argument because it surely was ignorant because it was a sister, and of course, our down down Miss Tina being racially mixed because nobody African American in this country is pure. So, but she identifies black as in the condition of the one drop rule. And how would y'all, if y'all could have a class reunion of them idiots making fun of you, listen to grunge rock music, please bring it up that they were stupid because they did not know a sister, a queen, a sister started grunge music. Because I really want to find a person trying to remember who came to me when I was in the 90s talking about there was white people music. Because I really want to tell their ass. They probably cool me now and cool me no more. But when people talk ignorant, you even want to slap them in the face and you don't want to get in trouble. Law, but it's all okay. But I like this. It shows because, like I said, it's not just white race people. It's African saying people. I don't like that white people music, but it was a sister who started this music. It wasn't them long hair white dudes. It was a sister. She did grunge. She started, and we to honor her. She'll bring her culture back. Taking the culture as a sister on teachers. I taking my culture back. It's right because we started rock music. This not no pure white people music. Yes, we part white and we part indigenous besides African. Okay, but African people, we made rock music. And it's funny that it was stolen, not with Elvis. And I just said, how dare you say Elvis? Because my 10 cousin was not pure white either. I do believe when he started doing rock music, first off, he was raised in the ghetto. In this interrogation, what white family was in the hood, okay, and doing segregation? And you did see some white passing people, they had one drop of what? A black blood because one drop rule. and they knew they had consequence if they try to pass. Remember that's the white woman told Queen, the movie Queen, you black trash, try to pass. Okay, okay. I know it was racist, but man, while I watched Alex Haley movie with Holly Berry Queen when she tried to pass white, everybody was hush. Yeah, I'm is white. No, you're not. You black trash, try to pass. So they knew back in segregation, if they were black trash try to pass, it'd be some clans, right? Some burning crosses, some lynchings. Okay, that's right. That's why that J. Edgar Hoover sent people some goons to shut you up. He found he had black blood. He was mixed with black too. So my 10 longest and white cousin, Elvis Presley, had to know. And the reason why I say because I got some secrets to tell you that. Before I knew that Elvis Presley, my longest distant cousin, a sister who biracial. We used to be on Yahoo chat, race relations back in 2000. Okay, I used to run my mouth. Me and my grandma used to get into things, tell them racist people off with my big ass mouth. I sure did. So be late at night. And I cussed, I ain't cussed. I told about what I cussed. You know, y'all think I was worse back now. I was worse back now. I used to be on Yahoo chat. Okay. Telling them racist people off. So anyway, I show did. I told the claim, I did. So anyway, so this woman, young lady, she was like 18, so I was 21. Okay. She had a white mom, African descent father. And she said, yeah, white family said that Elvis was black. Of course, he wasn't pure black, but in the terminology. And I said, nah, that's not true. I would be shocked, but I don't think about this. And then years later, when I learned that Abraham Lincoln had black ancestry, he was Melungeon. They mentioned in the Melungeon website, they mentioned Elvis. It's weird that Elvis is my 10th longest because he also was a pedophile too, like R. Kelly. And I called his bitch ass out too. No, he did. I called his ass out. Also, I got some info on that too because when it's a site about Selena Quintanilla, the starlet, the industry, something like that. It's a timeless site, and it did say Elvis was about that Satanism into the music. Okay, when he was, yeah, I did mention that in Memphis. So all these little Memphis rappers like 3 6 Mafia, I do see why it's a lot. Yeah, Gangsta Boo, God rest her soul. Sadly, I believe she got involved in there too before she passed. Yeah. Well, Elvis was the one allegedly that brought the Satan, I think, right after he was messing with Priscilla in Germany. Okay. So he brought it back when he became try to go back to music before he died. They said that in a Thomas site about Synchronia, the starter industry, as talking about she was sacrificed. That what they say that that Elvis was one about to sing this into the music. That's why you have all the child molestation, all that stuff. But no, I think it's before that. I think it's before that. But anyway, and he was messing with teenage girls beside Priscilla Presley. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna start about that too. I do think that her mother did kill my 11th cousin. I do. I'm sorry. I do believe her mother, Priscilla, my 10th cousin-in-law, has something to do with that. And I was gonna do a story about that in the near future. Okay, yeah, and I'm not gonna be pretty when I cuss her ass out. I said what the fuck I said. Okay, I believe you killed my 11 cousin. That's my 11 cousin. Okay, talking about Lisa Marie Presley. Okay, and Michael Jackson was my cousin-in-law. 11 cousin-in-law. Anyway, yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Yes, I said what I said, baby girl. And I don't care if she ought to be my mama. I will go when I find go on my research and do more details why I believe Priscilla Presley had something to do with Lisa's death. I will go on detail why I feel what I feel. It ain't gonna be pretty when I do it. Y'all been prepared that my mouth gonna go ugly. Anyway, that was about R. Kelly. This a white woman. I'm about to go on her too. I believe she has something to do with Lisa Marie Presley. That's my 11th cousin. Okay, thank you. You better you cut the life support thing. That's a suspicious. That's suspicious, baby girl. I don't care if she want to be my damn mom. I don't give a fuck, but y'all help me. And yeah, so anyway, she probably mad because she was out there messing with a grown ass man, but don't take it out on the daughter. Shows. Your parents should never let you talk to a grown ass man. No different with Celeste. That case. Yeah, I look at that situation. Your parents should never let you talk to a grown ass man. That was nasty. That was nasty. Hey, we called out them hood red bitches that send their daughter to Arcade Mansion. That's no different than you. You were 14 or mess with a grown ass man. Thank you. Yeah, it's you the victim, but you gonna take. I believe she had something to do with her death. I don't give a care. I don't care. I don't care. I believe she had something to do with Lisa Marie's time about Priscilla, and I don't give a damn, baby. I don't look like a cousin to y'all, but yes, on my white ancestry, I'm related to your ex-husband. Okay, who was out there being pedophile. Okay, I'm hard like it is, and Lisa had to do with that. You chose your family let you mess with a grown ass man. It's just the same as guilty. Man, I had my daughter mess with a grown ass man. All my son gonna be a grown ass woman. Okay, although I'm guilty chasing after older women when I was younger. Yeah, because my girlfriend was 18, I was 15, 10, dang it, 30 years ago. Remember the Mexican chick that I like? I told you a story about that? Okay. She was 18, I was 15. I was in ninth grade, and she graduated in 95. So it was 30 years ago. I kept that a secret. Yeah, I kept that a secret because they want my grandma to say anything about her being older. But I was happy to have an older girl, older wife, older girlfriend. Yes, I was trying. But I was trying. That's why I was love the black skin chick that was in her grade. The black skin chick. Mm-hmm. They were in 1995. Her daddy Mexican, her mama African descendant. Okay, because well, I like the black. I'll be honest, with you, I did like the black skin chick more. I like the Mexican girl that I was related. That was the Mexican woman I was in a relationship with. Yeah, because I preferred the black second chick because I approached her first. Okay, but I was trying to hang with the senior girls when I was in freshman because I wanted to be grown. And if I showed it, and if my dad and my grandfather signed emancipation papers, I would be emancipated, marry an older woman, and get the hell out of my grandparents' house, especially when I lived with my grandmother. I was trying to go there for an older woman. I sure was looking for a woman 18, 19. I sure was because I was tired of being under the dark control. I could offense, so I kind of felt like Celeste. I got tired of being taught. Yeah, that's great. I wanted to get away. I was gonna drop out of school too. I sure was, but I think I didn't. Anyway, but I'm gonna do a story about Miss Priscilla Presley. Yes, I will. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in when I do. I gotta get my research first. Now, if I find out she is, I can't go in on her, y'all. But if I find out some proof, or if I feel there's some proof that she killed my living cousin, I'm gonna go in on Miss Priscilla Presley. Yes, I will on this YouTube channel. I will. I will. Don't be killing my 11 cousin. I don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. Over here taking people's lives. You mad at her. Well, if your parents didn't let you mess with a damn grown ass man, shows. Shit. No, cause she's a victim, but her parents let her that happen. That's the truth. Her parents did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get on my nerves messing with these old men. You pimp y'all daughters to the old men and expect us to feel sympathy. We sympathize with the daughter, but not with the parents who want some damn ass money. Okay? I said what I said. I'm telling the truth. Shit. You can put your ass in jail like what happened. I believe Celeste State family says try let her be sexual about they I just for some money. Yeah, I do, because they was paying them for. I do. I do. And because like I said, his same pattern with Dr. R. Kelly. Them little hood rats let pimp their daughters out there. They should be locked up, Mr. Kelly. They should. Then to pay their damn rent. They should okay, instead of putting your daughter out there, your man is out there in Chicago. Y'all should got your ass instead of R. Kelly since y'all grown. Don't put your daughters in that shit. Go pimp yourself to R. Kelly. Don't put your daughters in that nasty asses. Y'all no balls. And I bet I hear, oh, my daughter wants me to, I'm her mama. No, you was evil. You deserve what you get. And so here pimping your daughter to get your rent paid because you want to take it behind and work for your business. But you want some free shit. I don't know about getting free shit the right way though. Don't go ahead and pay it off to no hard candy. That's nasty. That's evil. That's completely evil. Who some people don't need to be a parent. I swear, some people don't need to be a parent. And I like God to say that, but some people do not need to be a parent because that's how children get abused, mistreated, and then some end up becoming victimized, like what happened to R. Kelly, and some who end up having emotional distress and PTS and all that because that's traumatic for a child to go through. And that's why I go hardcore when I say this stuff because people are so arrogant and ignorant and selfish to understand that. But let's get to such no offense, Sabrina. But anyway, going back to about the white pass, and so I do believe that Elvis Presley was told, okay, so when the rock era in the 50s, according to my research, African American people were kind of getting a cut. Okay, it was not like what happened to little Frankie, um, Frankie, what's his name, Frankie Lyman, yeah, Frankie Lyman, the teenagers. Remember that when the white Jewish man didn't pay him for everything. Remember, and then when the wives won, well, the middle wife won the case, she didn't get nothing. And remember, what's the name? Little Rich said, "Woo! I told they don't get nothing. Woo!" The show didn't get nothing. So I believe that's why I believe they had Elvis. So when they was having issues playing at different racist white people and stuff in rock era, okay, that's why I believe. So somebody saw Elvis and knew that Elvis grew up in the hood and he sang gospel music and you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, there's some white people sing gospel, but usually you saw a white passing person, white appearing person doing it, that's someone passing for white. Oh, they are technically white pass ain't trying to pass. Okay, he doing gospel music, seemed like a brother and all that. So they knew, okay, well, we're gonna get him since we having issues with making that barrier. Let's get someone in our community who can look like a white person to get in. Okay, that's why I believe they got Elvis. That's yeah. A lot of folks don't realize once you find this man was Melungeon mixed with African and Native and white, and he lived in the hood. See, y'all get mad when I say he mixed with black, but he did live in the projects. And this was segregation. What white person was living in the projects? Actually, maybe a few, but it was in the South. Okay, and you go to the projects and you saw some white appearing people. There was somebody acting who can pass, who chose not to pass or wasn't ready to pass yet. Y'all said ready to pass. Yeah, okay. See, I know my history. So my speculation is that Elvis was chosen by accuracy people who couldn't pass, like Chuck Berry and all. They said, well, we have issues with these white racist people in the venues. We need somebody in our community who can pass white to represent rock and roll music. And when you find out this man had African American blood besides indigenous Melungeon, then you have to say he's one of the kings. He's not the king, he's one of the kings. You see what I'm saying? So it makes, but because a lot of folks don't realize when we fight segregation, some like Martin King would have a person look like a white person that would mix up black to go find out what was going on, what the clans were saying. Because Walter White did that too. Okay, with NAACP. Um, even doing slavery, if and Channing Tatum admit that he's Creole, okay? So let's say I can't, my camera skin ass can't pass white, okay? If I have white ancestry, besides the American black, I look more on the black side, right? Okay, so if I'm me and Channing Tatum are trying to come out the plantation, and we both have African blood, Native and European, but he look European, I don't look European. He would pretend to be my slave owner, so we would not be sent back to the plantation. You see what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't know the history. We just said me and Channing Tatum, I had to act like a slave to Channing Tatum because we both brothers trying to get out of the plantation. We don't want to be in a plantation no more, picking cotton or cleaning the house or again butt breaking or whatever the case might be. There to be lit. We don't want no horrific stuff in that old demonic plantation. So we're trying, me and Channing Tatum, we're trying to get out. We brothers, but we different skin tones, and I can't pass, but he can pass. So I had to act like a slave, and he a slave master, so nobody would not know. that were both leaving the plantation. You know what I'm saying? People don't know their history. That's why I don't have a problem with white passing folks in our community. Because not all white passing folks were like Sarah Jane in Imitation Life. Y'all get on my nerve with that bullshit. Not all. Many of them stood out their neck for us who could not pass and helped us get our situation. And speaking of CUNY homes, CUNY, North Wright CUNY in Third Ward, he looked like a white man. Go look him up. His dad was a slave owner, mom was black, white, Native American. He was an educator. Okay? He can pass. And we do separate him black because even though he's not pure black, he part of the black community. Keyword part. He stuck his neck off to him. So that's why I don't have an issue with white passing people like Paris Jackson. Okay? So that's why, and when I was homeless the first time, I had white passing brothers and sisters help me out. And I'm glad they had it. Oh, you don't like a black person. You know, no, they had. I have them two Creole girls when they race Latino, two white passing Creole girls. They helped me out by the situation. Then I have a white passing friend help me out in situations as well. When I was a male friend that could pass white, so you can't sit here. And that's why I don't have this. Why I'm not ashamed of my ancestors. Something look like white because I know if they was alive, if Sam Cobb, my third grandfather, was alive, and I was able to see him. And let's say I live in segregation, he probably gonna pass by to help me give me some money, give me a damn job. You see what I'm saying? Y'all understand? I don't have that. I don't have that mentality. Okay, and I'm glad that growing up in my community in the southeast side of Harris County, my community, a middle class African community, we had dog chocolate to white passing people. Okay, and I have family friends who are white passing, okay? Family friends, neighborhood. So that's why I never had this little problem. Oh, that person look like a white person. You know what I'm saying? My grandma had friends, my grandpa had friends, my dad and auntie and uncle had friends that it looked like white people, but it was acting seeing people. So that's why I didn't have that no mentality. That's why I do defend Michael Jackson's kids, okay? So when I finally got in my family tree, down my ancestors, that's why I don't have this problem. And usually me white passing people, they happy, you know, there are some racist ones. I met some asshole white passing coon niggas. I did go there, okay, because compared we find they for black, they niggas. But I met those who were not. Okay, yes, I did. One white dude, one white passing Creole dude, he's a white man, and he got mad because I told him, you know, we mixed. Because he is. And it's funny, you anti-black, but you're using African pagan religion, voodoo. What the fuck? In 2019. Okay, so when I hit the streets homeless, it was like August, September. I'm on Bel Air by Derek Ashford. Although I'm like on Will Crest. So I get before a number two bus came in. And this dude, so we was talking, you know, how he's meet people. He homeless. Then he said he was Creole, but he Caucasian. I said, but you mix. Because I'm mixed too. Then he said that I said that's wrong. They had you know, they had the Confederate statue they should get taken out. He said, how dare you going against God? I kid you not. I said, but I got my application, it says Caucasian. I'm gonna put voodoo. I had to laugh. Do you know what voodoo comes from African ancestors are? Like how did you gonna white pass with your part nigga ass? Y'all get on my nerve. So we got on a bus trying to disrespect me. I got on a bus. I said, bye, hi, y'all nigga. I did. I did. He like a white man. When he told you part black Creole, he identified as white, but he doing voodoo. Do you know voodoo come from Africa? You didn't say no Wicca. You said voodoo. I said, bye, high yellow nigga. I said, bye, high yellow nigga. I like the brother, camel skin, brown skin brother. Like, look at me, I said, yeah, he part black. Now he Creole. Yeah, time he said some stuff, some offensive, some anti-black shit. He can be one of the people. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Be friend with Atlanta Vanguard him. Like, yeah, I had to tell his ass. talking. I went off, you know what I mean? I went off. I ran that mouth. And I'm gonna put voodoo on. I said, dude, I said, and I'll pray against your voodoo. Well, I don't know what I said. But then, as soon as I got on the bus with my rolling basket, you know, little shopping cart basket buy on Amazon. So I got on the bus. I said, bye, you high young nigga. Out loud. Because he said that, oh, you going against God for having, because I said they should take down a Confederate flag and statues. I said, you part black. It say what he said, I'm Caucasian on there. I don't care even if my daddy was white and my mom was Creek. I kid you not. Oh, white passing Creole nigga. I'ma call him a nigga. We can pass what I had to tell his ass. I said, oh no, don't talk to me crazy. Who the heck? I had to check his ass. You don't talk to me crazy. I don't know who the hell you talking to. I don't put voodoo on y'all laugh. I said, you know, voodoo come from Africa. You gonna white pass and do voodoo. You gonna and you know God against voodoo too. That's voodoo. That's sorcery. You're not supposed to practice that. Talking about I'm going against God if I'm against the Confederate flag and Confederate statue. I said soldier statue. I said I can't. I said Lord have mercy. When he got in trying to insult me, I said hold on, I got something for him. I said I ain't gonna say nothing until I get on the bus. So I got on the bus. Before I come in, I said bye you high y'all nigga. Out loud, I did. I let his behind know. Ain't gonna talk to me crazy because I'm darker than you. Of course, I'm not dark skinned, but I'm darker than him. Okay, you gonna talk to me crazy? I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, but that's why going back to the Elvis situation. That's why he became a rock and roller. Okay, and I do believe since he did live in the hood, him and his mama, because I think his Melungeon blood comes from the mama side. Right. Okay. So him and his mama, who white passing, they kept it a secret when they started hanging around with white people. Okay. Because he lived in the hood. He didn't live in the suburb with the white. He would live in the projects. And like I said, in the segregation, what white person would live in the projects, acting the same, live in the jets, the hood. He knew gospel music. Yeah, he was a white passing brother who knew gospel. He knew how to dance. He knew how to shake it like a doggone brother. So yeah, yeah. Thank you. But when so they said, and I'm sure Chuck Berry and all them folks was saying we can't pass. We have problems with promoters and the segregation stuff. We need somebody in our community who look like a white person who make us money and they got Elvis. I do believe that he's Melungeon. So this is why people think that Elvis was the founder of rock and roll. It was Robert Johnson. And here we go with stories and he did a deal with the devil. I didn't actually his grandson came out and say his grandfather did not do no deal with the devil. It's a doggone lie at the Mississippi Delta, right? So that's a dog. I believe this is a lie too. So Robert Johnson was the one that found rock and roll. Okay, he was a blues singer. He knew how to play the guitar good, and yeah, so he was the one from rock and roll. But going back to that's why. But see, same thing with like the metal band. See, Jimi Hendrix was the one that put the metal sound. Okay, and that's why when I see these white people talking about metal, wasn't for Jimi Hendrix. Black, Irish, Cherokee, and possibly Mexican, because I heard he got some Mexican blood too. Okay, he did the middle side. So y'all can't fool me with this history shit. Okay, we the creator of the rock and roll. We Adolf Ackerman and people are the creator of the rock and roll. No pure white person came out of rock and roll. Now, yes, we are part white indeed in Asians because we're not pure Africans. They use that one drop rule to mess our identity up. But we are multiracial black Americans. And us multiracial black from the darkest to white passing, we found rock and roll. We created rock and roll. We let me say so it's not your music. And going back to Tina Bell, how dare these white racist thugs attack this sister? Lucky I wasn't born a generations before, cause I done act a fool, and I'll probably knock their ass out attacking our sister. Okay, you better leave our sister alone. We want you. This the music that rock me. We create that. This is our music. She taking her culture back. This is her. This is our music. You had no business trying to act a fool, call her racist stuff, call her all type of niggas and stuff, trying to steal. This is our music. Rock music is our music. It ain't your grandpas going to Baptist churches and would call it devil music back in 1950s and stuff and telling the congregation don't listen to our music. So it ain't your music. Okay? Some of you white supremacists are so stupid when it comes to history. And I did say you have a fearing complex. It's our music. We created your great grandparents in 1950s carrying a Bible and calling us niggas at the same time and going to a lynching picnic, okay? Being blasphemous. They was calling it devil music back in 1950s. So you cannot sit here and bash our people of African American descent and blood because we all mixed with your blood too, besides in Native American, okay? You cannot sit here and attack us when we do our music. The white singers in rock music, they're listening and playing our music. Wasn't for us, wasn't for us African people, you wouldn't have no damn rock music. You better recognize it and give respect to Miss Tina Bell. You heard what I said. Y'all can kiss my African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, and Native American, Cherokee, Choctaw ass. And you tell us to go back to damn Africa. We not no damn pure African. We part African. We part Native American. And we part European. Take your ass to Europe. Racist ass. I ain't see all white people know who's racist. You're listening to our music. You're playing our music. And you're over here disrespecting our sister. How dare you? You better recognize. You just lucky I was born. I'm born 79. Lucky I'm born in 1959 because I got one of them guitars and knocked you out of the head trying to attack our sister. You better bow down. She invented grunge music. And it's a remake of us making rock music in the 1950s. When your grandparents or your great grandparents say, don't play that nigger music. Y'all so dumb trying to attack our people. And don't dare call me damn anti-white. Didn't I say I have European ancestry and I'm not ashamed of that either? I'm y'all worst enemy. Your slave master answered that we both should kept his dick in his pants and not be raping about a damn plantation. I said what the hell I said. We are results of that. That's why we don't have the same look. That's why we have different skin tones and hair textures. That we don't look the same. Because we're mixed race black Americans. And mixed race of black Americans of every damn shade created rock music. How dare you disrespect Miss Tina Bell? How dare you ignore Miss Tina Bell? And something wrong with your ass when you stealing music and try to claim it as yours and call someone a thug when someone steal your damn shit. Attacking our sister. Our sister is playing our music. We Adolf's people of African descent of every damn shade, from the dark to white passing, because we're mixed. We made rock and roll. We made rock and roll. While your great grandparents was in them churches calling devil music and calling nigger music and stuff. Yeah. And here a sister trying to play the song and entertain your ass, and you over here trying to attack her 40 years ago. You just lucky I wasn't born in 1959. Because if I was born in 59, I'll probably knock you out of the head trying to attack our sister performer. Oh, trust me. And I'll cuss the police off and tell the fuck the police. No offense to police officers, that's good. I'm talking about the ones who are bad, who commit official oppression, color law violation. This is our music. And Miss Tina Bell should get all the recognition because it wasn't for her, your asses would not be listening to grunge music. It wasn't Nirvana. It wasn't Pearl Jam or Alice in Chains or Soundgarden. It was Tina Bell from Bam Bam. And you better recognize our sister. Get on my damn nerves trying to act out. And it's funny, you want to call somebody a thug when someone act aggressive to your behavior, but the white dudes that was trying to attack her was acting like thugs. They were champing out. You know, they are albino monkeys, and they were acting like that. Wasn't for this sister, you would not have grunge music. And I hate that I did not know that. And I remember debating with some coons. It's white people music. Did not know anything about Tina Bell. Trying to buy it to a nigga, still trying to act like a thug and hood to make y'all laugh and mock them and then put them in jail if they do a crime for private greed. We know about gangster rap that secret meaning in Hollywood Hills, David. You can do your research, little boy. I know you're grown, but you do your research. You will underscore. I look at Jimmy Iovine with suspicion about that meeting like 1991 down there in the Hollywood Hills, trying to promote gangster rap. Grunge music is our music. Tina Bell made grunge music. Recognize her legacy. Okay? And I thank God that I took time and shout out to Life Luker. I have little disagreements, okay, in this video, but I have to tell it like it is. I wish I had known this when I was a teenager because I did like grunge music. I did like Nirvana and stuff and Pearl Jam and also Soundgarden. It hurt my heart that Justin Bergerton from Linkin Park and Chris Cornell was killed. They were not suicide. They were suicidal because they exposed the industry and revive besides their music, if that bothers me because when I talk about the R. Kelly case, I end up homeless, which I'll be when I have to charge this phone. I might have to do the rant of R. Kelly crying like a bitch later on. And that's why I have a stalker from Phoenix because he's friends with Chris Stokes. I know the situation. And so I'm trying to tell old ugly bitch ass Justin Gonzalez the whole story because I know about why I'm having with him. Because anytime you reveal any sex trafficking in the industry, they send goons after you. Justin Bergerton ended up dead, being hung. And so that Chris Cornell actually they killed him on Chris Cornell's birthday, and that because they was doing a documentary showing the sex trade is going on. That's why Celeste was in switch with David. This is not an isolated case. There's many, including my longest white cousin of a white passing cousin, Thomas Elvis Presley, and yeah, R. Kelly. It is a history of the music industry, sex trafficking kids and women. Some of the Bill Vixens we see on TV, besides Superhead, was also sex trafficking. Okay, some of them girls being kidnapped and they told to do all type of things in the videos, and that's what bothers me because a new person who's into music, I don't want to know nothing about. I'm not eating no one species and drinking urine, having sex with animals, and definitely never mess with no dog kids and having sex with the same sex opposite. That's the Illuminati warehouse deals. Go to Zachary Kingdom from Santana Wiz and he talks about that. Oh yeah, they take you to somewhere in some hotel in California, and it's like an empty hotel. You go upstairs and do all this type of stuff, and it's a room, and you don't do it right. Well, wait 3 years, and people who get pressure, they really need to do it. That's sad. We should not be having to do initiation of nasty sanitary to get into the industry. We should just sign a contract and be legit and legal and make music. That's all we should be doing. We should not be doing no Santana Rich and doing no goat heads and all that other crap and sacrificing and taking out on people, Jennifer Hudson. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We should not be doing that. I don't care if it's owned by some industry, and if it's owned by somebody in Illuminati or Santana, then let us know so we're not signing on damn contract. Because I'm not signing on damn contract with them folks. And yes, I have been asked to join the Illuminati. Okay, so before the R. Kelly situation on my and my Instagram's private. Okay, when it was public, and I had a person first of all they inboxed my Gmail, and then it was in my spam. Then on Instagram, some old white man asked me, I said, and this is why I did not believe Illuminati was real. I started believing Illuminati when the arcade situation happened, but this one all Infinity Beyonce and all that. And I remember I said, dude, stop lying. There ain't no damn Illuminati. Illuminati died a long time ago. You with that Dan Brown, that Dan Brown. What's that movie about the Da Vinci Code? And trust me, I was part of the Catholic League, and I did not like Dan Brown's books bashing the Catholic Church in the Da Vinci Code. So and when I was listening to the William Bill Donahue, not Bill Donahue from Catholic League, I remember he was saying that the Illuminati like went away a long time ago. So when I heard all these claims about Beyonce, Illuminati, y'all get out of my face with that. Okay, I don't believe this dog on the eating feast. He's not man, get out of my way. Look, leave me alone. So I kid you not, y'all. This was like 2018, I believe. This white man inboxed me. He said, you want to join Illuminati? And I'm like, nah. I said, dude, you lying. Ain't no damn. I said, quit lying. It's real. I don't care. I'm not joining. You have all the money. I'm like, no, I don't want to join. Stop spamming my taco bill with this stuff. Dude, the Illuminati went away a long time ago. Because, Mr. Donahue from Catholic League said, about the Da Vinci Code. I said, "Cause that damn mess, Da Vinci Code, leave me alone." So I blocked this old white man trying to make me join. So ever since I talked about the R. Kelly case and they put voodoo on me and put semen on my portion, homeless on Jennifer Lopez's birthday, well, actually, I ended up getting evicted and get homeless on August 3rd. That's when I started to believe the Illuminati was real. Okay, and then when I had the person from Phoenix, I can't mention their name, harassing me online, and I finally connect Chris Stokes. I said, okay, I put two together. He's friends with R. Kelly and Diddy. Okay, they're after me. So when I hear about Chris Cornell and Cheston Burton end up dying behind and I mean suicided, that's why I do believe this stuff is real. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Yeah, they don't realize that there's a God, and I know I curse a lot and I talk a lot of BS on here, and they're not tougher than God. They devil got strength too, but he's not tougher than the Lord. So they have to fight God, and fighting God is not gonna. It's not a winning battle. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's the Creator. You know what I'm saying? So that's why me ain't trying to have no fear in that mess. I've been in two cycles of this mess, and like I'm not trying to have. I'm trying to have the David Goliath moment. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, David Goliath moment exactly. So shout out to King David. Okay, not David saying I'm talking about King David. Okay, sadly he was messing with was it Jezebel? Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm. And we got them thoughts. She was no offense to the Bible, those thoughts means the angel, but she was one of them. Man, I'm a man too. I know we get a lust for about some fine women who have be thoughts, but no, it's trouble. Shoes. And some of them thoughts be doing their witchcraft too, trying to put spells on you. And especially prostitutes and porn actresses. Yes, they do. Heather Hunter. I heard about that too about Heather Hunter. How do you want it? Okay. Anyway, how do you want it? I hope you ain't gonna do Tupac murder, baby. Remember that man came out saying Wyclef views still on Tasha K. And he mentioned Heather Hunter and her doing witchcraft, but no, it's true. Many porno actors, actresses, and many prostitutes, sex workers, they do witchcraft. That's how they get their customers. Yeah, I'm not lying. Yeah, shoots. And speaking of that, these are two lesbians. What's her name? Raven Simone. Then her wife said that she put period blood in her spaghetti or food. Sure did. Everybody said she a gold digger. Okay, Miss Raven Simone. They want to put a spell on you. You better go to go. No, don't go to a witch. Go to a priest. Get some exercise, baby. Get out that situation, baby girl. She won a podcast. Said she put some of them woman's food. Pure blood, some show did. And I guess did she turn lesbian then? Cause I didn't suspect her being lesbian till she came out the closet. We heard rumors about it, like y'all ain't made everything about gay women, but like y'all like I want anybody to be gay. But no, her white wife came out there and said that she put something in her food. And it turned her to love her. Loving you is wrong. I don't wanna do right. But anyway, let me get out of here. I gotta take care of business. I was gonna do the R. Kelly bashing, but we're gonna do that another day. No, hold on. I gotta get my facts straight about Miss Priscilla Presley. Bye, y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.